Presenting the first ever 2021 Genesis GV70. It's no secret that the Genesis has been planning this for years. And that day has arrived, introducing the 2021 Genesis GV70, the luxury brand's second SUV that will soon join its larger siblings, the GV80. Now, today's reveal is really more of a soft launch, meaning only a few people or only a few official photos will be released, but very few specifics, such as what's under the hood. Although we can make some pretty decent guesses, the GV70 is the brand's fifth model and retains the athletic elegance design philosophy, such as the Crest Grille, located lower than the split quad headlamps, and many of the GV70 bears are as far as renderings, a strong resemblance to the newly refreshed Genesis G70 sports sedan, as opposed to the GV80. Now, other notable exterior design traits include the C-pillar shape and the character lines that sweep the vehicle length from the hood all the way to the taillights. A very, very elegant SUV. Now, we also like how the big oval rear tailpipes with a dark chrome finish are integrated into the bumper. The split headlights and the taillights may continue to split opinions and people as far as determine if they like this or not, but they're quickly growing. They'll quickly grow on you, and we think that it looks good for an SUV. I think it definitely looks good. I think it looks sharp. I definitely like the way it looks, the profile, the design. Boy, I tell you, the luxury brands definitely have some competition coming from Genesis. I mean, look at those wheels. Those wheels are spectacular. Just the whole side profile. What a spectacular SUV. The arches. Just the design, it just looks like it's moving even though it's standing still. Now, the interior is also quite impressive. Although the press release doesn't directly state so, it appears that there's a 14.5-inch touchscreen located on the top of the dash. Just like the GV80, the 12.3-inch all-digital instrument cluster is also shared with the GV80. But unlike the slightly more conservative style GV80 dash layout, the GV70 takes a bigger stance with more oval-like shapes. There's even ambient lighting surrounding the climate controls. The sports model will also receive a 3-spoke steering wheel, as you see here, an exclusive color and trim, and carbon fiber trim console and doors. This is definitely nice, folks. Definitely that 3-spoke steering wheel does it really, really nice. It makes it look more sporty, as it is the sports model. Now, the engine details are not provided just yet, though you can expect it to be a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder and a twin turbocharged 3.3 liter V6, which will be next in staples. You're talking about an 8-speed automatic, which is also likely, and an all-wheel drive will be optional. Now, we recently launched our first ever SUV, the flagship GV80, and this is from Genesis, with U.S. deliveries beginning in the next 30 days, said Mark Del Rosso, which is probably now in the next 20 days. The president and CEO of Genesis North America, now with the up-and-coming release of the dynamic GV70 and a further diversified product portfolio, Genesis will be able to reach an even broader audience of American consumers. Official pricing has yet to be announced, and sales will get underway sometimes in 2021. But definitely a spectacular SUV, folks. Every angle, every color. I mean, this red color is just amazing. It looks good in every color. Now with more said, now we can expect that this SUV is going to start at $39,000. Now, based on the excellent G70 sports sedan, the up-and-coming 2022 Genesis GV70 compact luxury SUV, it should provide a similar driving enjoyment with a higher seating position, extra cargo room. Engine choices will likely include the turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder, or twin turbocharged 3.5-liter V6. All-wheel drive will likely be optional, but all GV70 models should come with an 8-speed automatic transmission. If it follows the usual Genesis model, a pumping even base model, full of luxury features, the GV70 may quickly become the value player in a crowded compact luxury SUV market. Now, can you imagine that, folks? Now, what's new for 2022? Now, they're looking at 2022 with this one, but in some instances, people are looking at 2021. But we'll see. Now, the GV70 will be an all-new model for the Genesis brand. They're saying it should go on sale in early 2021. In a larger SUV, the midsize should also go on sale too with the GV80 SUV. And you know what? That baby can't come soon enough. Genesis lacks an entrant into the two hottest luxury segments as far as an auto brand. Now, the 2.5 liter, of course, we're expecting that one to start at $40,000. And we're also expecting the 3.5 turbo to also start about $45,000. No one has had a chance to drive the GV70. But sooner or later, the journalists will have an opportunity to drive it and will be sharing their experiences here on AO Automotive Reviews. Guys, so the engine and transmission, of course, we're talking about with the four-cylinder, we're talking about an amazing 300 horsepower. And with the V6, we're talking about an amazing 375 horsepower. Now, a manual transmission is offered with the G70. The GV70 will probably stick with the 8-speed automatic as standard equipment. All-wheel drive is definitely going to be offered. Wheel-wheel drive architecture? Yes. It's going to ride on the rear-wheel drive architecture, which will give it better handling. No one knows about the fuel economy, but sooner or later, when it gets tested, the world will know. Interior comfort and cargo. There's not a full list of optional features, but the photos of the cabin show an impressive level of luxury here. I mean, just look at this. You got dual zone climate controls. You have everything. You have the cargo capacity. It's just amazing. I mean, this is going to be comparable to cars like the Audi Q5, the BMW X3, the Mercedes-Benz GLC. In terms of passenger and cargo space, it's going to be in the same line. This color of the interior is definitely very nice. You got the dark, and then you have the teak color type of leather. And you have the vents, with that single line that goes all the way through. So it reminds you of an airplane. It's definitely an awesome design as far as interior design of the GV70. What a spectacular SUV. You're talking about, you also have touch controls, but this looks like, now, about Genesis, some of these, as you see here, this is reverse neutral drive, so this is the shifter. But this one right here may also control the mouse and control the touchscreen as well. I really like that feature. I mean, because if you have, too many fingerprints on the screen, just really, I'd rather be down here and controlling it and moving it around. And when you're driving, you don't have the time to reach up and touch anything. You're basically down here moving it around and still being able to sit comfortably and have your hand in a place where you're able to to maintain control of the vehicle. You can't do that when you're touching a screen, trying to figure out the, put a destination in. Usually you can do it vocally, but sometimes, you have to touch the screen. And who likes to do that while they're driving a car? And if somebody slams you in the back and your hand is touching the screen, this screen is definitely going to break. And I don't think that'll be too much of a pleasant experience. Therefore, I like this. I like this thumb wheel to be able to navigate the screen. You got push button start. You got pedals behind the steering wheel. You got the nice leather steering wheel too as well. Everything about this GV70 is just spectacular, folks. This A Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.